Hi, everyone. It's Dina Schmid from Queen City Etiquette. I wanted to take a moment today to talk to you about communicating on virtual platforms such as Zoom. I know we're using Teams, Meet, Skype, even FaceTime these days for communicating. And it's been going on for a while. So much so that there's this bit of Zoom gloom that is creeping in right now. And a lot of people are finding it very fatiguing and very tiring. I think that's because we're not fully communicating on these platforms. And I want to encourage you all to really make sure that you are doing two things to fully communicate with everyone when you are using a virtual platform. The first one is to make sure you're not in the dark. And I mean literally in the dark. I've had this issue with some of my students. If you do not have a light source that is illuminating your face, or you have too much backlighting, it gets really hard for people to read your facial expressions. And communication is a lot more than just the words we say. It's how we say it, but it's also the non-verbal aspects of communication that help convey our message. We can say things with a smile. We can say things with a stern look on our face. And it's going to give a lot more meaning and a lot more connection to the people that we are talking to. So along those lines, the second thing that I want to encourage you to do is to make sure that you have your camera set up in a way that people can see you gesture. How many of us have been in a meeting and we've seen someone who is just ahead? I know that happens all the time. It's really important that you try to make sure that you have enough of you seen so that people can see your body language. Why is that important? Well, that's how people perceive us. Studies have been done where speeches have been shown to two groups of people, one watching with audio, one watching without. Those two groups rate people the same way with regards to perceived intelligence and charisma, energy, even just their knowledge based on their body language. So if people aren't able to see your full body language, they aren't able to see you gesturing a little bit, they may not be getting the full message. That's why I came to talk to you today. And remember, don't be in the dark and make sure people can see your full communication. And hopefully we will be back in person meetings before too long. But in the meantime, let's make sure we are fully communicating when we talk over a virtual platform. Thank you and have a good day.